task that is I have to going to do, and we end up with the unfinished task in the end of the day, and you struggling with the whole day that is passed away or gone away without even finishing the important task, and we struggle with the guilt and beating ourselves with very hard with very hard commitment and communication. Then in this video I'm going to share the six way six way in which we have to create the to-do list and manage the to-do list in a way that we finish our important task, that we are striving to do our best work for our significant results. Hi, this is Rajkumar Pal. I am helping you get organized and get more done with the new conscious productivity system, followed by the attention management. So while developing, if you're a side hustler or if you're a digital content creator, then a lot of time we think that we have a lot of things to do, and we get very confused and which task is the most important to us, and even we get confused with the importance and urgency of the different tasks in the day coming in our routine day, because there was a lot of personal and professional responsibility in every personal and professional activity. Has a innate attention and innate processing required by ourselves, so that we can complete in a very effective way. So then it is become very necessary to we have a structure and organized to-do list, that it will give us the clarity then what we should going to do and what we should need to do in order to have this result, in order to finish the things. It is not necessary that we have listed all these tasks which is all are the important and urgent. For that we have to take very care during creating the to-do list. So now I'm going to screen my share, in which one by one this is the main six mistake we are doing while creating the to-do list, and we are getting so frustrated or even so guilt for ourselves that I have not completed my important task, and we pushing ourselves very hard and working for longer time, and that it is not going to give us a result. So the number one is, what is the to-do list? Here, everything that is every task or every work which is going to help us moving forward our working life as well as the professional life, then each and every responsibilities as considered as a task list, or it is a work that is we have to perform. And most of the time we don't know the having our to-do list, because we are not in a practice way, we are not practicing deliberately that we are listing our task in any system or in our paper. We prioritizing and listing the different things in our mind, and suddenly what the importance come to us, we just focusing on that, and we losing ourself in a important task that is going to give us a lot of result. So the goal of having to-do list is to taking out of everything that need attention, processing in our effort with our ability and with our skill, that must be on out of our head. And when it's we doing in analyzing and prioritizing all these things in our head, then it creates a totally mess, and we end up in the productivity paradox. We end up with the paradox of the choice and paradox of the decisions. That's why we need to throughout we need to get out of the head everything that is need to process and need to do the work with our efforts or with a priority. So this could be done on the paper, or it could be done on the any digital devices always also, because it depends on the traits and personality and the way of working of every individual, because it is not necessary that one solution fit for all kind of stuff. But if you are building side hustles and you have to manage your job, your personal life and your side hustle, then it's become very crucial to create in a this way. And the when to do it, the third one is the when we have to do the to do list. Because if we try to do making the list of the work after waking up or in our continuity of the day, then it is not going to help us anyway. The best way to preparing and having to do list is day before. We have to plan the day before the working days, so that we can analyze, we can get bigger picture, that this is the most thing that I have to do. I have to work my having my attention apart from all the responsibility for that. So when it's come to creating to-do list, it always must be day before of the next day. The next one is where up to to-do list, where we have to keep or where we have to making the to-do list. There is no any rocket science or hard thing to create to-do list. We have to must use any kind of system or device or paper that it will remind us to, and it is make us clarity us that this is the thing that I have to do in my throughout the day. And the next thing, how to make a to-do list. And it is that is the scientist called Heisenberg that created the four quadrant of the system, where he described that based on the importance, based on the urgency, we mostly use this quadrant to make our work easy in this importance and urgency work. So first, whatever the list, whatever the things we have to do, we have to mingle out, we have to jot it down on the paper on the device. Then we have to categorize all these things based on this on its importance and with urgency. Whether it could be manageable for ourselves, whether it required to delegate for someone else, or whether it's required to eliminate totally things, because we try to do all these things by ourselves. So we cannot manage all these things in the same way. Even very small things we are doing our time and our attention for that, and we losing the important on the main focus thing. And the benefits of the having to do list, there are a lot of benefits of the creating to do list. Is that first of all that we are so clear on that this is the important three tasks that I need to do in anyhow in a given day. And if we going with the list of the things which is not important, everything is mixed up with our personal and our professional, that is become very difficult to us. And the second benefit of having to do list is that we are so prepared and we are so clear that with my availability of time and my ability and skills, I'm going to finish this particular task, whether it is creating to have a conversation with your teammates, or have a conversation with your clients, or having a conversation with your company or boss, whatever it may be. Or we have to take if there is an important communication with our family members, everything brings us very in a clear way. We have to not put our effort by remembering ourselves that this thing require my more attention and focus. And the last one is cost and consequence of not having to do list. If we are trying to do everything in a arbitrary way, then it's going to cost us our productivity, and we end up thinking that I'm doing hard work, I'm putting my efforts for longer hours, I'm not getting results. So that's how, because we are unclear of the given task in our hand, or because we are get distracted from our environment, from our digital devices, or our accessible and availability to the any person or the anything at a time, which will going to cost us, not in the sense of our emotional way, it is also get putting us on our mental burden also. We get frustrated, we get overwhelmed, we get overtired, and we get overstressed for having a lot of list or lot of tasks that is going to comes in a way. So I hope do enjoy the you do learn something for having to do list, and what is the mistake that we are doing on a daily basis, and what we have to take care for creating to do list. So whatever what have you, if you do have any give any value from this video, let me comments your thoughts in the comments, so can I can get to that, and I will even get know from you as well, and we can learn from each others. Thanks and bye bye. Just signing out until we meet again tomorrow for enhancing and improving productivity, for achieving your professional goal and personal goal.